just gonna hop right into this. By the title, you should know that I have a look in mind and I'm wanting to do a sunset inspired look, if you will. So I'm going to be using my Morphe palette. It's a 35B palette. I love this palette. And by the way, Morphe is very inexpensive. I think this palette's like $20-something for all of these, and they're very pigmented, which you're about to see. I'm gonna start off with this purple right here, this cooler toned purple, and I'm gonna put that in my crease. And I'm using a Morphe M441 brush. It's a big fluffy brush. Let's see how this goes. I just want this to be a light wash of color to start off with and build it up to start our sunset look. So when I think of sunset, I think of purples, yellows, orange, and red, and some pink. So that's kind of what I'm going off of. So we shall see how this turns out. And I want most of this lighter purple to be darker in my inner part of my eye, because I'm going to add a more pigmented and deeper purple in the outer part of my eye. Trying to build it up as much as I can. I would have y'all in closer, but after I did my eyebrow tutorial, I think that was the issue. Having y'all closer, I was trying to focus on too many things, so the lighting didn't know what to do. So this is as close as y'all are gonna get. I'm just still building up that purple, especially in this inner part of my eye. Okay, I think I like that. And now I'm gonna go in with this much deeper purple right here and put it in the outer part of my eye. So I'm just blending it in to the lighter purple to give it a nice gradient blend. That looks pretty. And when I do really bright and bold looks like this, I don't like to do my foundation first. I just feel like it will ruin your foundation because shadow will fluff everywhere. So that is why I don't have any base makeup on. I do have my eyelids primed with my concealer, my Tarte Shape Tape, and set with a powder. So that's where we're at. And obviously my brows are done. Just a little tip. I find it to be easier when doing darker looks like this. Okay, I'm going to go back in with that lighter shade of purple that we used the first time. And just go back in and blend those edges to make sure it's nice and soft and gradient. That's all we're gonna do for the top part. Now I'm gonna cut my crease. I use concealer, a Morphe brush. It's an M213. It's a tiny itty bitty brush. It's a little packer brush. I like to use this to really carve out my crease. It makes it much easier. So I just put the concealer on the back of my hand, like so. And then I start to carve out my crease. I'm not gonna do a full cut crease. I'm gonna stop like right here just because I'm gonna end up putting this purple on the outer corner of my eye. You'll see. The purpose of cutting your crease is to make this look sharp and clean, and it's also gonna make your eyelid look bigger than what it is, so it gives it more space. And this is a little trick I just learned. Put your concealer down here, look all the way up, and that kind of gives you your guide of where it should start. So I thought that was kind of cool. So you're just going to carve this out. Really hard to talk during this process. This is the hardest part of doing your eyes if you're doing a cut crease, is carving it out. And then also laying down this concealer will make the colors that I put on top of this concealer stand out a lot better and make them more vibrant. So that is it carved out, so you can see like that. I'm going to start with my yellow right down here. A little MAC brush, and it is the 214 brush. It's a special edition brush. It was from like a Christmas thing. So I'm gonna go in with this yellow. And I'm going to pack this in the inner corner right here. And you gotta be careful to not mess up your cut crease. So you don't wanna go over that line. You wanna keep it nice and sharp. That is what we got so far. And now I'm gonna go in orange. So this one right here. I'm just gonna use the same brush and go right beside the yellow. Y'all see how pigmented these are? And you want to be sure and go over, like overlap the previous color. So right now we're overlapping the yellow to make it blend together. You just can't rush with this. You just gotta take your time and blend. But see, from the yellow to the orange, you can't really see a harsh line like you can out here. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with red. So this one right here. And I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing. I'm gonna go right beside the orange. It's all gonna just start looking like it's just one blend of color instead of like 4 different separate colors. It just looks gradient and it's so pretty. Can y'all see that? See the 3 colors, how they blend perfectly? Okay, now I'm gonna take a pink. I'm gonna take this one right here. Once I get this pink on, I'm gonna blend the darker purple into it, and that's how it's gonna end. Oh, that looks so pretty. If y'all like these type of tutorials, please like this video so I know. Look how pretty that is. We're getting sunset vibes. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in. I like the lid. I need to go back in with my dark purple. Use my MAC 217 brush. I'm gonna go back in with that dark purple that we used. And I'm going to mesh this in to where it all blends together, and I'll clean this up out here. Like that. It's a little fun eye look. That looks really cool. So like, I used to get really overwhelmed when I would see somebody do an eye look like this. I'd be like, oh, I can never do anything like that. But if you just take it step by step, it's really simple steps. You do have to practice with the cut crease, I will say that. Like getting the shape right and everything. But if you do that trick that I showed you, putting the concealer down here and then looking all the way up, it really does like give you a point where you need to put your crease at. Brush that we started with, and I'll tap back into that lighter purple and just make sure it's all blended. And that is what we got so far. I like it. Let me do the other eye, put my foundation and everything on, and then I'll come back and we'll finish the lower lash line together so y'all can see how I connect it all together. So I will be right back. Okay, I finished the other eye. I added mascara and lashes, and I did my face makeup. And I did add, as you can see, I added glitter right in the crease. I used the Stila Magnificent Metals in Gold Goddess, and I just used a little thin brush, and I just scraped it off of the doe foot on here and just put it right in my crease, and I think that's really pretty. Oh, and I did put eyeliner on, which I'm not really liking that much, just because it was really dried out and I feel like it got thicker than I wanted, but here we are, it is what it is. But this is the look so far. Now we're going to finish underneath the eye, and I was debating on like just doing like a blue under the eye, or if I should like mimic yellow and all of that, which I think is what I'm going to do. Take a pencil brush. It's the Morphe E18. I'm going to start with the yellow, and I'm just going to mimic what's on top of my eyelid. I'm going to take the orange. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the red right here. And just keep doing it like we did up top. I'm going to take the pink. And then at the very, very end, I'm going to take that purple and try to see if I can connect it a little bit. So I finished the purple, and this is what we got going so far. What do y'all think? I think this is really pretty. I wish my eyeliner wasn't so janky, but whatever. I really like the glitter. It was a nice little touch. Now I'm just going to do the inner corner and brow bone, and then put mascara on my bottom lashes, and that will be it. But I think for my inner corner, I want to use this. This stuff is like so bright and glowy. It is the Starlit Powder by, who's this by? Makeup Forever, I think. Morphe brush, the E36. Alright, watch this. This stuff is blinding. Do y'all see that? And that was just the tiniest little bit. Just adds a little something something. And now I'm going to do a little bit on my brow bone. Alright, I'm going to put mascara on my lower lashes, and I will be right back. this is the completed look. I think it turned out really cool and pretty. If y'all found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if y'all want to see more stuff like this. I love being creative and I think this is so much fun to do. So if y'all like seeing this stuff, please let me know and I will continue to do more stuff like this. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video and I will see y'all on Friday. Love y'all.
I love you.
I love you, baby.
I love you mostest.
I love you the mostest.
I love you. Okay.
Thank you.
See you later.